legislation, that's when we had questions. They wanted to know a little bit more about the standards, and they wanted to know about the qualifications, but no one really had any arguments. And then we voted on the legislation, and that's the first one that actually got passed through council. Both of them.
Nice. Look at you. So proud.
Because they actually, it's not for the mayor, because the mayor's office, the mayor specifically, he manages and regulates council, but as opposed to it being like a dictatorship, let's just put some standards in place. This is what we expect as long as you're available, you don't have a felony, and you're not in the hospital for an extended period of time. Yeah, we love to have you here. More minds the better, more feedback. But if you're not going to do the job, why are you holding the title? Like with the mayor, no confidence. If the mayor doesn't do their job, I'm sure people would vote them out. But council members, I feel like that's a harder rung to go by. Because someone hasn't shown up for like 4 weeks, still skating by, but they're they're getting voted out next week.
Oh.
And then after mine, they stood up and they had questions. So they would like a list of contraband or precursor material that would get you locked up for trafficking. They want a weapons license to legally sell firearms. Maybe even possibly a C4 license, because apparently they sell dangerous materials at UTool that would serve as precursor material if they had too much of it. And then one of the big conversations was the big business tax. Because when council's time and my time for legislation was over, we asked what did the public want to talk about. They wanted to talk about my permits. They wanted to know where the funds were going. They brought up taxation without representation, which I told them that's not what's happening here, because this isn't a tax that gets applied to your income and your property. This is a fee. And you get a fee for a service. The service is you get to temporarily use government unowned property, and you get government support. But these permits and fees, they work because I gave them numbers, because luckily when Mayor Marino first took office, I wanted to get a food budget. So I went into the mayor's budget, I documented how much was there, and then I took out what I needed for food. So then I did the same thing when the scope legislation went in effect, because I wanted to see whether it was a positive or negative benefit. So I was able to track the number from April 5th to June 1st, and I told them we made $5,850 exactly. That's how much the mayor's office has made in 2 months. And then in this 1 week, the mayor's office has made $8,000. And not even everyone has paid their application fees yet.
Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
So in 1 week, the amount that my legislation has made for the office already beats the amount that the office has made in 2 months.
All I'm really hearing right now is that you should run for mayor.
No. So they seemed a little bit more receptive, but when people heard that the office, because they were all complaining, like, where does the money go? How does it get broken down? Well, we don't get any. This person doesn't get any. So that's why I brought up the numbers, and they were like, oh, the city's broke. So then that's when they proposed big business tax. Anything that is sold for over $10,000, so cars and houses. I was just like, you guys would be okay with that? And they said, yeah, because it wouldn't tax the people, it would tax the business.
I see, I see.
And then they brought up my legislation about certificates of incorporation. They said it sounded like double dipping because you're paying to be a formally structured business twice. So that's when I used a marriage certificate example. And after I did that, they understood it perfectly. Because if you exchange vows, you say I do, and you kiss your bride, are you married?
Yeah. Hang on, you're not asking me.
No, I am.
Okay? Am I married?
No, I gave a scenario. So
Ah.
Are
I thought
you
you
married
are.
in this state if you exchange your vows, you say I do, and you kiss a bride?
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yes.
No.
No?
It is not legitimized until you go to the DOJ and you officially obtain a marriage certificate. And that's what the certificate of incorporation is. So I gave him an example with his business. Medusa. You want it to be a corporation, Medusa International? If you say it, are you a corporation? And then he said, no. Exactly. You need to register, you need to legalize it, and then have it recognized in the state so that way you can sign your checks as Medusa International and not Arrow. Your corporation is now officially recognized in the state because of the certificate that you paid for. And then, so you can perform business operations, you buy the business license. Both are necessary. They have two different functions. And then he understood it completely, and I told them, I understand it's confusing, it's a new process, but I'm here every day for at least 2 to 4 hours. Anyone is welcome to come to City Hall and see me. So that's why you might notice a fly that says Deputy Mayors at City Hall on the bulletin board.
Future man. Future man. Future man.
They just want to know when I'm there so I can explain it to them. And I'm probably going to have to explain it to the next mayor.
You can't explain things to yourself if you already know it.
Oh my god. And then at the career fair, I showed the deputy director and the head of EMS. I showed them my handicap passes. They loved it. They said, awesome, excellent. Like, they can't wait for those to go in effect. They liked it.
Nice. So proud of you. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we didn't get much foot traffic, but everybody else canceled. Rebel Fest, San Andreas Car Show. I get it, the depopulation, but if everyone just cancels their events, nobody's gonna try to get up anymore. So even if it's like a small crowd or it was just us business owners there, I think we had a great time. We did helicopter rides, we danced, we laughed. So many people want to come to my birthday next week. And I actually learned that Deputy Walker, he took some time off from LSSD so that way he can focus on Humane. Because he says, like, the government, he has contracts, he has all of these projects working, and it would help get departments equipment that they need, but the government's not working with him. Like, they've brought in equipment that his lab makes, but they outsourced it from another company. So, but they have a local company right here that already does it. So they haven't been making much money, and I'm worried that they can go into the red. So right now they're working on the wheelchairs, and I told him, like, keep me updated. I really want him to keep this project. And instead of, like, getting the equipment for the LSSA from the LSSD, if they have any non-lethal equipment that we can give to our security, I would love to give that contract to them to get our security equipped.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, sorry to cut you off. Unless, did you have much more that you wanted to talk about?
I rode in a helicopter and I almost died, but luckily she was able to save it, and we only had like a controlled crash on the south side.
Interesting.
It was so scary.
Sounds fun though. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, the not dying part was fun.
I mean, I'm very happy that you didn't die.
It happened right in front of a deputy. I think it was in Langley. He was sitting right there with the lights. He just watched the helicopter just crash and slide down the street.
Jesus. You just watched.
I mean, what was he gonna put his car in the way of the crashing helicopter?
I mean, I would have.
No,
No, not really.
I don't. It stopped. We're thankful for that. And he called a tow truck.
Oh, that's good then.
But what's your news? How was your day?
I mean, I just woke up. I've been sleeping.
Slacker.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway, we should go to that place again that we went to with Calliope and Olong. That cave.
The cave?
Remember the cave?
On the edge of nowhere?
Yeah.
You want to watch that boat get sucked up in a whirlpool again?
Yeah.
Okay, we can go back to the cave.
So happy.
Should we get something to drink? Because I'm the only one with drinks, and I only have like 2 left.
That would be great. Are we feeling coffee or are we feeling a bottle of wine?
Something that'll hydrate me. So let's do more coffee.
Well, coffee will dehydrate you.
Well, it hydrates and energizes me.
All right. How about we'll get some coffee and I'll just drink a big bottle of wine.
Okay, and then when you get dehydrated and you ask for my coffee, I will share it with you.
Okay, but you have to carry me back to the car when I'm most likely blackout drunk.
Off of wine?
A bottle of wine.
Drink it slow.
Hey, I didn't say I was going to have one bottle. I might have.
So,
Might have 1 or 6. You never know.
I don't think we should go to the cave because then it's gonna be my job to drive us back over that mountain, and yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, true. Actually, that's right. I won't drink then. I'll have some coffee or some water.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay. All right. Perfect. My car's disappeared, by the way.
How? Did you
Well,
leave it out?
I did leave it out, and I feel like a tow truck's taken it, but they didn't really give me the address on where they've brought it back, and it's definitely not at the PD.
No, they fired all the local tow truck drivers. If you don't put your car away, they're not returning it to the valets anymore.
Damn it.
Yeah, so you kind of gotta find it or hope the LSSD find it.
Damn. Should be right.
So are we taking one of my cars, or did you want to go?
Yeah, we might have to.
I leave Carly here. The Mamba's at City Hall.
Oh, I mean, you can skate to City Hall. Do you have your roller skates with you?
What is wrong with Carly?
I just need a daydream for a minute, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna look at this pole over here. My daydream.